It's going down. All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakaha, Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing His truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Amazon announces thousands of job cuts amid AI push, as you see right there. So as of recently, there have been a lot of job cuts. I'm talking almost 100,000 jobs over 100,000 jobs here in the United States of America have been cut this year. And a lot of these jobs that have been cut are high-paying jobs, okay? And a matter of fact, I know for a fact that Amazon is a high-paying job because I once applied to work at one of the Amazon warehouses, okay? And they offered to pay me a lot of money to work in their warehouses. So Amazon is one of those high-paying jobs that's being cut. A lot of people that are being laid off are being left to depend on the government for unemployment, food banks, and ultimately we're living in a time of great mourning, distress, chaos, civil unrest, and people basically taking to the streets rebelling against the government because the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Amazon has announced mass layoffs, citing a need to restructure and focus on artificial intelligence. Okay, remember, AI is a demon. According to a statement published on Tuesday, the United States retail and tech giant is set to cut about 14,000 corporate jobs, a 4% reduction in its office workforce, saying that AI is enabling companies to innovate, which the word innovate means to change, much faster than ever before. RT reports staff in the United States, Canada, and Europe have been informed of the layoffs, according to internal Slack posts viewed by Business Insider. The layoffs are the company's biggest since 2023, when 27,000 jobs were cut globally. Since 2024, the tech giant has committed about $40 billion to 4 data center projects in the United States as it builds up its infrastructure to try to compete with OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Meta, and others. Earlier this month, Senator Bernie Sanders, the ranking member of the United States Senate Committee on Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions, warned that technology is being leveraged primarily to increase corporate profits and concentrate wealth. He pointed to executives who have announced significant investments in automation concurrently with mass layoffs and other cost-cutting measures. The layoffs at Amazon come amid a wider trend where corporate giants eliminate tens of thousands of positions as they intensify automation. So they're getting rid of people, basically saying, look, we don't need y'all asses no more, okay? We have robots now who don't need lunch breaks. They don't need to sit down and rest a while. And pretty much, they don't have to go home because these Amazon warehouses are their homes. Okay, we can charge them up. These robots can work for up to 48 hours, no rest, no sleep. So this is where we're heading towards. Okay. And a matter of fact, just real quick, let's go to Isaiah blueletterbible.org. Okay. And let's type in Isaiah, because see, the Lord said, at the sweat of thy head shalt thou eat bread. Ain't that what the Lord told Adam in the book of Genesis, as a part of Adam's punishment for hearkening unto his wife, when his wife got him to sin? Okay, so men is supposed to work in order to get their money to eat bread, man. But what did the so-called white men do? He's laying people off, and he's replacing them with robots. Isaiah 29 verse 16, surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work of him that made it, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have none understanding, right? So Esau has everything turned upside down in society. Okay, and then let's go to Google real quick, and then we're going to type in Bible. Okay, they have, I think that's Isaiah 19, but just to be sure, they have caused, because America is the new Egypt. If you look on the back of your dollar bill, what do you see? You see a pyramid. Okay, so this is Isaiah 19 verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. And what's that perverse spirit? Esau, Edom. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4. Behold, the spirit which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. So the soul in these Edomites are not upright. Okay, it is perverse. And they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So Esau, the Edomites, the biblical Edomites, which is the self-proclaimed white man, have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. Okay, this is error right here. Replacing people with robots. Okay, so people can become dependent on the government, so that when the chip becomes mandatory, people will rush to take it. They have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. Data from the tracker layoffs indicates that nearly 113,000 tech employees were let go among 218 tech firms globally this year. So I'm gonna leave out with this scripture, because that's pretty much the article. This is why we're crying out to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, to come and deliver us from this society. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And when you go into that word woe, it means destruction. Destruction to those that decree unrighteous decrees. Okay, this is an unrighteous decree. Firing people from their jobs just to replace them with AI, that's an unrighteous decree. With that, I'm going to say shalom, is on to the next one.